What's going on, world? DS1 Ross back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody. Much love to y'all. Salute to y'all for tuning in this late morning. I appreciate y'all. Y'all tuned in right now. Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share the show. Also share the show. Hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share the show. I'm gonna give y'all some more time to come on through. So if y'all tuned in right now and if y'all listening this morning, hit the like button, share the show. We're gonna get it started in a minute, y'all. We'll give y'all about 2 more minutes and then we're gonna start the show. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show. Okay, we back, family. Shout out to y'all this morning, man. Tuned in right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button and share the show. Also, every show we require at least 3 Cash App donations. At least 3 Cash App donations. The Cash App name is on the screen. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where y'all donate on Cash App. Y'all also could donate through the super chat can leave your message, your comments. I will read them. Also, all other donation links will be in the chat room. Cash App $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where the main donations can go. But we have other ways of donations in the chat room if y'all would like to donate at any time. I appreciate it. Much love to y'all, man. This morning, as always, man, first of all, before we get into that, I want to shout out the masculine mercenaries. One love to y'all, man. And we on this work. So this morning, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Tekashi exposes rappers for being fake. For being fake. Now, why am I exactly bringing this up? Bringing this up specifically because if you read the description box, young brothers can learn from Tekashi. When I say they can learn from Tekashi, I'm not saying learn from his actions, but learn from the things that he's coming out and he's saying. See, what we have to begin to promote is the fact that you can't run around and uplift a narrative that is not real. Let me repeat that. You have to begin to teach these young men, these young black men, to stop running around and upholding narratives that are not real. And that whole gangster street dude, I'm from the hood shit, that whole hip hop, I'm from the block, bebopping, standing in my b-boy stance and, that type of shit. That shit is not real. It's fake. Okay? The guys, your favorite rappers, all the shit that they rap about is not real. They're not them type of people. Understand, when you dealing with rap, you're dealing with an industry. That's why it's called the rap industry. The rap industry is under the entertainment industry. Okay? Entertainment is one of the pillars of the areas of activity when we're talking about white supremacy and how it permeates through all areas of activity. Entertainment is one of those things. So don't think that hip hop, hip hop has been compromised long time ago. Long time ago. And what I want y'all young black men to understand is everybody that you see is compromised. Everyone. Don't let people fool y'all. I don't care if they write books. I don't care if they teach you about real estate. See, you got to understand too that the way they make money off of us is they play into our emotions. See, this is why I tell y'all, in order for y'all to really understand what's really going on out here, you have to look at it from a holistic perspective. See, if you just understand the parts, but you don't understand that the parts is a part of the whole, and that their perspective that people have based on the whole is jaded because they're only focused on the parts. You see? So if you don't really understand the 9 areas of activity, you really don't understand where hip hop goes, where music goes, and how they allow or why only certain music is prevalent in certain environments. And why do they get the rappers to rap and dedicate their music to those audiences of people? So you have to understand that all of this shit is connected, y'all. There's a reason why we play rap music in the projects. And there's a reason why these executives continue to market and put money behind the music. There's a reason why the Migos was promoted the way they were for a certain amount of time. See, this is why rappers don't have longevity anymore, because the game, they the way they restructured the game, they restructured it to where it's like a recycling plant. So rappers live in cycles. They live in cycles. And if your music is making an impact on Black people specifically more, they'll keep you in rotation a lot longer. See, if you pay attention to the youth, for the past, I'm going to say almost 10 years now, everybody's been trying to be like the Migos. The dress, the style of jewelry, the dreads, the outfits, the style of rap. It's the Migos. Before it was the Migos, it was Young Thug. Before it was Young Thug, it was Lil Wayne. See, you have to pay attention. You have to understand why certain rappers are hot. It's not just because of the song. You have to remember music is attached to culture. So being that Black people don't have an identity, we don't have a culture, we have adopted the culture of the United States of America. They give us our culture through hip hop. They tell us this is what you are. We don't dictate that, they do, because they promote it to the world. We're just the performers. And I'm gonna get into the whole Tekashi thing, but y'all walk with me, because y'all need to understand why this whole rap thing is not real and what it's really about. See? See, we had to find out, me and my homeboys had to find out that, you know, Jeezy is just a rapper. Young Jeezy's a rapper. When that whole thing with BMF went down, we thought Jeezy was never gonna come home because we actually thought Jeezy was a kingpin. We actually thought Jeezy was a kingpin. We actually thought Jeezy lived like that. Until years later, and you know, the real guys behind the scenes start to talk, and one of the guys said all of that shit was a front. BMF got into the rap industry to clean their money. So Blue Da Vinci, Jeezy, all of that shit was a front. Them dudes was not selling drugs, they were rappers. All of those cars and all that shit, those were not their cars. Those were Big Meech and his brother cars. Those were not their cars. Those guys are rappers. They they let the rappers use their street persona because they understand that you have to have a street element to navigate through the industry, especially if you selling urban music. So this is why you saw Jeezy with BMF. This is why. He not that dude. He not that dude that we thought he was. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. When T.I. bodyguard got murdered, y'all saw what T.I. did. He cooperated. When that whole thing happened with I forgot the dude name, but when the shit happened with Snoop, how y'all think Snoop beat that charge, man? How y'all think these dudes is beating cases? See, because we gonna get into what Tekashi was talking about and how everybody's calling him a rat. But let's get into the industry. All these dudes are snitches. All these dudes cooperate with the police because the hip hop police, which is the feds, in case y'all didn't know, that is what run the hip hop game. You see, the police is what run the shit. The rappers don't run anything. The rappers are slaves. The rappers are slaves. And if you look at them, a lot of them are their managers or, you know, somebody from the streets got them into the industry. And then later on, you find out that the same street cat that got these dudes in the industry, you find out years later that they were informants. They snitched on this dude, they cooperated on that dude. Why do you think you hear certain guys say they cannot be in the rap game because it's too fake? Why do you think guys like Pimp C, they had to get him out the way? See, they got to get guys like Pimp C out the way because Pimp C was exposing the industry. He was whistleblowing and he wasn't allowed to. See, Pimp C played the game wrong. He was too real. He was too authentic. That's not going to work in this industry, but that's what they're going to sell you. And this is what Tekashi was talking about in his last Instagram live, exposing Meek Mill. Because there was a lot of guys who talked shit about Tekashi when he was in jail, putting his names in songs. Every time they asked him, oh yeah, he a rat, 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 he a rat. This person's a rat, that person's a rat. But y'all don't even understand that this whole industry is full of rats. None of these guys are really street. None of these guys, man. That whole gangster shit is fake. These dudes can be purchased. Their gangsterism can be bought. And that is what these rap execs do. That's what Leo Cohen did. He buys the street guys and prove that they're not really gangster. He's the gangster. He put pressure on the gangsters. You know why? Because he tied in with the feds. And why you think Jay-Z can't leave Leo Cohen? He got to keep dealing with Leo in some form or fashion. Jay got to stay around them Jews. He can't leave them Jews alone because he tied in on a whole nother level outside of hip hop. Why is Rock Nation? See, I pay attention to shit. Why is Rock Nation signing all drug dealers? Look who Rock Nation signs. Look at their recent signees. They signed Casanova 2 times. Casanova, you know why his name is Casanova 2 times, right? Because he's a 2-time felon. He's from Brooklyn. He's a goon. Casanova got through Rock Nation because he cool with Bleak, Memphis Bleak. I gotta pay attention. Go back to the album Kingdom Come. Go back to the song when the guy called in from the feds. You know Emery? Remember that song? On the album Kingdom Come? That was Emery. Emery Jones. His name is Vegas. Ex-Kingpin. That's who Jay-Z used to work for. That's Jay-Z boss. Emery. If Emery didn't go to jail, we wouldn't have Jay-Z today. Just like if C. Gutter didn't go to jail, we wouldn't have knew Biggie Smalls. Jay talk about it all the time, how Emery took the charge for him when they got pulled over and had them 2 bricks in the car. Who you think did that? Who you think did that fed time? Emery. That's why I used to always say, when Emery come home, he gonna be a made man. If you wearing Rock Nation hats with the paper planes on them, who do you think made that? Emery. Emery made the Rock Nation logo. He runs the merchandise. A ex-kingpin who just came home from the feds some years ago. Another dude who was connected to Jay-Z, Calvin Klein, known rat. He's a rat. He's connected to Jay-Z in his street career. Who was Calvin Klein? Who's Calvin Klein messing with in hip hop? Because he couldn't go mess with Jay. Because Jay act like he don't fuck with rats. But we gonna get into that in a minute. Thanks to Tekashi. Calvin Klein goes, and this is why y'all shouldn't be mad at Akon. Akon is here for business. He not here on that gangster. He not on that gangster stuff. He's here for business. But Calvin Klein was messing with Akon. He was getting money with Akon. A federal rat, Calvin Klein. These dudes are connected to Jay. But he only got Emery around. Because Emery took that charge. Now, follow me. I just said Emery came home some years ago from the feds, right? Rock Nation just signed the rap group Griselda, right? Griselda. Y'all heard of Griselda? Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. That's Griselda. Buffalo Boys. They the new locks. How or why would Jay-Z sign some dudes from Buffalo? Yeah, they can rap. They can rap. Yes, they can rap. They nice. But you gotta pay attention. Now listen, I'm watching the interview, right? This is why Jay fuck with them. Not just because they rap, but guess who put them on to Griselda? Emery. How does Emery get in here? Benny, Benny the Butcher, he did a 5-year Fed bid. In the Feds is where he met Emery. And that's their connection to Jay-Z. You niggas better start listening. You better pay attention. Listen, when you watch these interviews, listen to what these dudes be saying. That's why they signed the Rock Nation through Emery. Because he met Emery in the Feds, Benny. Now, give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. So now, like I said, the connection between Griselda and Rock Nation is Emery. Because Emery met Benny the Butcher in the feds. This is federal shit. Jay-Z fuck with the feds. You hear me? Now let's get to his connection to the feds. The person that you see, before we get to her, before we get to their federal connection, right? Let's talk about why Tekashi exposed Meek. He exposed Meek because Meek been calling him a rat, right? Now let's talk about Meek a little bit. Cause see, Meek is not the same dude. He's not. Let's go back to T.I. When T.I. told, right? What did T.I. have to do? He had to do countless hours of community service. That's when he did the song with Justin Timberlake, and he did the Crime Stoppers commercial. Yeah, your boy Tip. He did a hotline, Tip's hotline commercial. But he also had a TV show. This was all part of his release. Cause see, these dudes be rats still running around here with the street dude banner on top of them. Because they running with the police. So he did a little MTV TV show where he was supposedly helping rehabilitate troubled teens. This was all part of his community service. This was all part of his community service. Now, Meek, look at his campaign. He took his shit to the next level. He said, this is what Jay said. See, y'all gotta understand. Rappers are slaves. Rappers are also billboards for what the execs or the people in the higher ups is trying to push. They use the rappers to push the message through the clothing, through everything. All this shit is connected. All of these people are connected. So they use Meek. Meek is what? Meek is the voice of the youth. Meek is that young fly dude that come through with the rollies on. Remember, I was just talking about this yesterday morning. Championships. We champions. Right? Because I want y'all to know too, Meek is no longer signed to Rick Ross. He's straight over there with Jay. Straight Rock Nation. Just to let y'all know. He don't fuck with Ross no more. So They looking at it like this. And this is just me thinking, hypothetically. Not saying that this is what they really thinking, because I don't know. But from what I see, this is what I'm predicting. They said Meek got the youth right now. Meek keeps having trouble with the law. So we need to find a way to get Meek over here at Rock Nation. And being that he's a troubled guy, he's been in trouble his whole life since he's been a teenager with the law. I don't think he will oblige to being the face, the black hip hop face, young face of prison reform. He always in jail. He wouldn't mind. Let's make him the young face of prison reform. And we could get him all the press, all the things that he needs. See, this is the new Meek. This is his new image. He's a young activist now. Because this is what he has to do if he want to stay out of prison. Join this movement, do what we say. If you do what we say, you don't have to worry about going to prison. You know why? Because they have a federal informant and it's documented. You can look it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to find her name because I always forget her name. Rock Nation's informant. There she go. There she go. Rock Nation CEO. Her name is Desiree Perez, a DEA informant. This is who Meek Mill be with every day. This is who he works for. Why would Jay-Z make the CEO of Rock Nation? Why would he make a federal informant the CEO of his label? Why? Now, I just ran down to y'all the criminals that signed the Rock Nation and how he's signing street dudes, dudes that got records. Are y'all paying attention? Why would you sign all criminally backgrounded guys to your label and your CEO is a federal informant? Are y'all paying attention here? But dudes talking about 6ix9ine. Dudes talking about all the informants that was in Treyway. But your boy Jay-Z hired a known federal informant. She took down a whole cartel. This Desiree Perez chick. Why would Emery, knowing he was in the feds, why would he still be over there with Jay? Why would Benny go over there with Jay knowing he got to deal with Desiree? But these dudes still get on wax and talk this bricks of coke and all this gangster shit. And these dudes are getting their checks cut by informants, federal rats. Federal rats. See, this is what Tekashi just exposed about Meek. Meek, how are you calling me a rat when you signed to a rat? Your CEO is a rat. Desiree Perez, she's a rat. Y'all can go and look it up for yourself. This is why young black men need to listen to Tekashi's lives and learn about this rap industry. Stay away from it. It's compromised. You cannot be who you are and be in the industry. It won't work. You will belong to someone, some way, somehow. That's the game. And you got to give up something. Either you're going to give up more money or you're going to give up pieces of yourself. It's time for young black men to start being routed up in other areas of activity. Entertainment and sports is not the only fucking thing you can do, black men. Steer your sons away from the rap game. Steer them away from it because it's compromised. This is what Tekashi is saying. Tekashi is basically saying, y'all act like I'm the only rat in hip hop. This whole industry is fake. None of these guys are real. We had to find out years later that Def Jam and Aftermath put together the little fake beef between Kanye West and 50. Remember the shit that happened on 106 in Park? That was to promote Kanye's album and to promote 50. We didn't find out that that shit was orchestrated years later. That wasn't real. That wasn't real. Y'all gotta start understanding, man, that a lot of the shit you see is not real. It's all reality TV. They're profiting off the shit. Steer your young black sons away from hip hop, away from it. They want to do music. Let them be on the outside of the game. Let them make beats. You know, let them be engineers. That rapping shit, keep them away from being a rapper. Because for one, that's the last person that get paid. The rapper gets paid last, even at shows. Because if the rapper has a manager, the promoter gives the manager the money. And the manager takes a cut and then gives the rapper the rest. Because a manager gets between 10 and 25% or whatever the artist makes. On average, each manager at least gets 15%. But most artists today are signed strictly to managers and don't even know that. This is why you hearing a lot of these young dudes saying they don't want a manager because they understand the game. You got to pay your manager. And you don't pay your manager pay himself because your manager pays you. Steer your young black sons away from this music shit. If they not going to be a pop artist or R&B artist, steer them away from rap. Let them go be producers or something else, man. Because you're setting your son up for failure. Period. This is not the industry for black men anymore. If you're a compromised black man, then I understand why you in the music game. Because all of them are compromised. All of them. All of them. You know why Max B still in jail? Because he didn't tell. He didn't tell on nobody. Didn't tell. All these dudes tell. That's why T.I. ain't in jail. He told. These dudes cooperate, man. I'm even keeping a close eye on the BMF dudes because they just came home. Southwest T just came home. If I see him anywhere near Rock Nation, I know what it is. I know what it is. See, I told y'all in the previous stream, the highest level of anything in society is the government. The highest level of hustling is the government. It's the government, man. That street shit, when you get to the height of your street career and you on a freeway Rick Ross level, you work for the government. You work for the government. El Chapo, that's all government shit. It's government. And Jay-Z fucks with the feds. That's why he talked that Empire State shit. That's why he talked the shit he talked. Because he's tied in with the police and politicians. That's why. These are facts. Go and look up who Desiree Perez is. Did y'all know Leo Cohen co-runs YouTube? Did y'all know that? Leo, Jay-Z's friend. Yeah. Uh-huh. You see? So this is why young black men need to stay away from the music game. If you're not coming in on the business side, stay away from it. Because it's no longer good for you. It's like I said, the game is rigged. Look who else Jay-Z signed. Yo Gotti. What do Yo Gotti rap about? What is the name of Yo Gotti's record label? CMG. He changed it to just CMG. Before it was Cocaine Music Group. Why is Jay-Z signing all these kingpins and drug dealers and goons and gangsters? And your fucking CEO is a federal rat. Are y'all trying to send people to jail? Hmm? Are y'all trying to send people to jail? How all of a sudden the dude who was doing business with Megan, he ended up going to jail. He ended up getting locked up. Y'all better pay attention, man. Y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention, man. And don't think nobody in the game don't know Jay-Z fuck with the police. Everybody know Jay-Z fuck with the police. They know. They know who Desiree is. They know. That's why all that gangster and all that street stuff, that shit is fake. I learned that a long time ago. When these dudes get that pressure put on them, they folding. They folding, man. They folding. A lot of these quote unquote street cats, what I never understood and will never understand is how you run your own enterprise in the streets. You run your own business for years. You go to jail, you come home and get a fucking job working for somebody else. And you work for somebody else for a paycheck for the rest of your life. That's how you know that street shit ain't real. That's how you know these dudes ain't real. How you run your own enterprise for 15, 20 years, you go to jail, come home, now you work for somebody. You went from a boss to a worker. How? Because you went to jail? Just think about that. Dude left the streets a kingpin and came home a cashier. This nigga said, I'm gonna just get me a job and work for people for the rest of my life. How the hell does that happen? Because ain't none of that shit real, y'all. These dudes is not really who you think they are. They not like that. All this shit is compromised. It's time for black men to figure out your true purpose. You selling drugs and all that was a phase. That's not your purpose. Find out your purpose and chase that shit. And find ways to make money off of doing that. Because that street shit is over with. Trying to be a kingpin and all that shit fake. All them dudes are rats. They snitching. They on a payroll for the feds. And they're getting paid to bring in more people to lock niggas up. And they using the rat game as the filter. They using the rat game to get niggas. Now either you sign this contract or you go to jail, nigga. What you want to do? Because we already caught your man. We already busted that house that you had out in Wyoming somewhere. And we caught your man's up already. He already told. He already said he worked for Benny the Butcher. And you a rapper. So what you gonna do? Man, can I make a phone call? That's what you start hearing. Can I make a phone call? Yeah, go ahead and call Desiree. Go ahead and call Desiree, Benny. It's just my thoughts. Corporate guy like Jay-Z, ex-street cat. Why are you signing all drug dealers? Why are you signing all drug dealers? Knowing your CEO is a federal rat. Why? Why Casanova is so scared to do anything? I watch interviews. I listen to what these cats be saying. Casanova said he cannot do nothing wrong. He cannot make a mistake. This is why when he was fake beefing with Tekashi, it looked like, or they made it look like Casanova was scared. Casanova wasn't scared to defend himself. Casanova was scared to go to jail. That's what Casanova was scared of. Casanova was scared to go to jail because they already told Casanova, if you get locked up, don't say Desiree name, nigga. You by yourself. You're on your own. If you not catching the case based on some shit we got you doing, you better fly straight. Because we gonna let them hang you. We not gonna help you. That's why Casanova fell back. Wasn't no smoke. That's why. That's why. That's why. That's why these guys are flying straight. Because they work for the police. That's why they work for the police. If you got police on your goddamn payroll, you can't make it hot. So that's what I wanted to come and tell my brothers this morning, man. If you're a young brother that's listening, older brother, and you got sons, man, keep them away from the rap game. Keep them away from the rap game. Steer them in a whole nother direction. Keep them away from this shit because they gonna end up dead as a unsolved murder, or they gonna end up in prison. This shit is a trap. It is set up. Look what happened. Look what happened when the shit went down with 21 Savage. We found out 21 Savage not even from Atlanta. This boy was born in Russia. He not even from Atlanta. But got everybody in the streets of Atlanta saying he from there. His fucking parents are Russian. And why did Jay-Z help him? Go and look at the pictures on Instagram of the Rock Nation parties. Who's always there now? 21 Savage. Who's also there? T.I. These niggas work for the cops. These people work for the police. Rick Ross used to be a correctional officer. Rick Ross also, all his big homies are in the feds. That's another reason why Jay-Z fucked with Ricky Ross. Because Ross fucked with kingpins that are in the feds. I just told y'all the federal connection. Emory. When you in the feds, you meet everybody from everywhere. Oh, Rick Ross, big homies are in the feds. Why you think when Ross first came out, he did the DVD MIAO? One of his big homies was on there. Kenneth Williams. Here, remember when Ross used to talk about the Booby Boys? Those his big homies. The Booby Boys. Carol City. Those they big homies. Gunplay and all them. Booby Boys is they big homies. That's in the feds. See, I pay attention to detail. You signing all these dudes that's connected to federal kingpins. Federal kingpins. Who else he signed to Rock Nation? Jim Jones. Jim Jones' name was brought up in what? The Treyway indictment. Because that's how Treyway originally got into hip hop. Through Dipset, through Jim Jones. Who you think Jim, when Jim was talking all that One Eye Willie shit, all that gangster shit he was talking, he was running around with Shotty and all of them, Mel Murder and all of them. This is who Jimmy was under. Jim Jones was under Mel Murder. Jimmy is a little homie. See, y'all be thinking these rap dudes is something they're not. Jim Jones is a little homie. Okay? He's a little homie. He's nobody. He's a little homie. Oh, you think because he got the bread and he part of Dipset that's supposed to mean, that don't mean nothing in the gang world. That don't mean nothing in the streets. You know what they was doing at Jim? Friendly extortion. Come here, blood. Next thing you know, 20,000 end up in the streets. Who you think was feeding Treyway before Tekashi? Jim Jones. That's why his name came up in the indictment. They been trying to snatch them Treyway cats because they was running around with Jim. And Jim was nothing to play with when Dipset was prevalent. It was nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with because he was running around with them Brooklyn goons. Running around with them Brooklyn goons. Treyway. Same dudes who Tekashi told on. They all was with Jim. And you know why Jim's not in jail? Because Jim told the feds he's willing to cooperate. And you know why he had to tell them that? Not only because he didn't want to go to jail, but because he signed to Rock Nation. The CEO of Rock Nation is Desiree Perez, a federal informant. So you know what you gotta do, Jimmy? You gotta talk, nigga. So the feds told him, if we need you, we will come get you. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop letting your sons believe the shit they're listening and looking at. You hear me? Stop letting them believe what they're hearing and what they're looking at from these rappers. It's a trap. They're going to lose in the end. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. My bad. But yeah, y'all just got to understand, man, that this whole rap game is not what it is. It's never been what it was. It's never been what it was. They got countless interviews with a lot of these old school rappers' children telling you what it's not, man. Stop steering these young black men to go join this industry and destroy their life. Let them chase their purpose. If music is what they do, then hey, that's what they do. If that's something that if they're just musically inclined, then hey, I'm not going to deny that because that may be his or her purpose. But if you know that ain't in them and they just watching some shit and trying to follow some shit, man, do not advise them to go that way. Do not support it. Support something that is positive and something that's going to have some real longevity because the hip hop game now is it's a recycling bin. It's a recycling bin. You'll make a couple dollars for 6 months, a year. Nobody never hear about you again in life. You can't live off the rest of your life with 100 grand. So yeah, you made 100 grand in a year, 6 months, 3 months, but you still gotta live. Where you gonna be at in 2 years when nobody don't know you no more? When nobody ain't checking for your music no more? What you gonna do? These are the kind of things you need to be talking with your children if this is what they trying to do. Okay, you 19 now, you want to be a rapper. Okay, how long you think it's gonna take before you get a deal? Before you get your first good song? How long you think it's gonna take? Are you willing to grind that long? Go through, stop just letting your children, man, just figure it out on their own, man, and really be there and be there step by step, man, and go through it with them. Because it's too many of our young black men that are falling victim to this music shit. They leave the streets and try to do something positive and stay focused on something. Look at Pop Smoke. Look at Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke lost his life trying to change his life. Lost his life trying to change his life. And a couple of other Brooklyn rappers that was murdered this year. They trying to change their life and they losing their life playing with this rap shit. So shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in this late afternoon, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. If y'all tuned in right now, hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Share the show. Cash App $SheepStaysLeepTV. Y'all donate to the show. If y'all enjoyed the show, donate to the show, man. Cash App $SheepStaysLeepTV. I'm gonna go through y'all comments while y'all donate, man. Shout out to Serious Killmonger. Yeah, Young Pappy. Yeah, all them dudes from the shop. L.A. Capone. Shout out to the Underrated Darkness. Salute. Shout out to Tone Malone. Young Peasy was good. Young Peasy said, I grew up in Miami, Overtown neighborhood. I know all about Booby Gang and John Doe Gang. See? Torrance V, salute. Shout out to PM. Thanks for tuning in, PM. Sosa, salute, Sosa. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the channel too, bro. I forgot to salute you on the last stream when you joined, man. But I appreciate you joining the channel. Body, what's good? Shout out to Hills Inn. Salute, family. Jaquez Retro, what's going on? Ken Dog, salute. Malika, salute. My man James Kills, salute. Zovature, salute. Euthanasia Entertainment, salute. Antonio Labs, salute. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Y'all go ahead and donate to the show. We require at least 3 Cash App donations. At least 3 Cash App donations, y'all. So y'all go ahead and hit the Cash App up. All the other donation links is in the chat room. Shout out to my brother Ronan for hitting the Cash App, man. I appreciate it. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. But yeah, it's the same thing in Chicago. If y'all go and y'all watch them young boys interviews, man, they telling you, you know, how they used to find crates of guns in alleyways and stuff like that. They tell you how things just changed from when they was young, and you know, they talk about that, man. Double C, what's good? Damon Harris, salute. And if you listen to a lot of them now, man, they really hate the fact that they hate the music game. They like the money. They like the fact that they could take care of their family and provide their family a different type of life, but they don't like the rap game. They don't like what come with it, man. Because even the fans, even the people who claim that they support, man, they be keeping a lot of the beefs going. It's just a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit that you would want your black son to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? You would want him to stay away from that. That's just a waste of time. Salute, family. Appreciate the donation, man. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Just a waste of time, man. Them dudes in Chicago went through a lot. Them dudes went through a lot, man. They done lost all their homies. A lot of them dudes, like, let's just look at it. Let's talk about it. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Y'all donate to the content, man. The whole drill shit, when it got to the mainstream, it was two opposing sides. You had 300, that's the Glow Boys, Glow Gang. That's Chief Keef, Fredo Santana, Little Reese. That's 300. That's Glow Gang, right? Then you got 600. 600, that's OTF. That's Little Dirk. That's King Von. LA Capone. My man Tay 600. Um, SD. Um, what's the other dude? Um, I can't name all of them, but those are the Black Disciples. Those are the BDs. Chief Keef and Dirk are the two main ones as far as rap is concerned. Lil Durk got signed. That's how you got OTF. He got a deal. Chief Keef got signed. That's how you got Glow Boys, Glow Gang, Glory Boys, basically. But then simultaneously, while because they all started rapping at the same time, both sides, they started rapping at the same time. But Chief Keef and the BDs got on first. Chief Keef got on first specifically, 300. They got on first. Then after Chief Keef got his deal, then Dirk got a deal. But the whole time, on the other side, you got the GDs. That's FBG ducking them. Now them, they never got no big commercial deal. Dirk got signed. Duck, but he signed to Sony Red. So, it ain't get a bunch of publicity and all of that. See, when they came and got Chief Keef, see, they didn't come get Duck. Duck had to keep working and build his name up because everything that was coming out of Chicago got to be a BD. Because that what was hot. Chief Keef set the world on fire, man. with that don't like shit. He set the world on fire. He set the world on fire. You know, whether we want to agree with it or not. CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV, y'all. You see? But these guys, I was just watching the interview with my man Tay 600. They hate the rap game. Look, you barely hear anything from Chief Keef. It's not because they don't want to do music, it's because they hate the rap game. They lost a lot of homies since becoming rappers. Since becoming rappers. They homies ain't stopped getting killed. They didn't stop losing friends. They lost more friends because they got more money. So the friends that didn't get killed, a lot of them are just not friends with them no more. Because they feel like dudes changed on them and all that type of stuff. The rap game is a waste of time for your black son, black man. Keep him away from that shit. Like I said, man, let him chase his purpose. Now, if he musically inclined, then hey, I ain't gonna deny nobody their gift. If something is your gift, that's your gift. Shout out to Torrance V. Appreciate the Cash App, bro. Cash App Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Oh, you said you were Montana 300 is not even from Chicago, Tone. Just to put that out there. He's just running around with the 300 connected to his name. But Montana 300 is not even from Chicago. He's from I, one of them surrounding little cities. But he not from the shop. And Montana 300 is also he's neutral. He not in no organization. He's a fraud. Yeah, Montana 300 is a fraud. He's trying to run with the Chirac banner and run with that 300 connected to him. When he really, he really a neutron. He neutral. And he's a good dude. He just a rapper. He not really a street cat. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And you know what? I mean, anybody should know why Lauryn Hill fell back from the music business. Anybody should know why. Because they was trying to push that conscious rap in that time. They was trying to push that out. They was trying to push in a new paradigm. So she had to go because she wasn't going to sing about, how sexy she was and shit like that. Oh, you said Montana 300 was going to sign Young Pappy? That would have been interesting. But I don't think he will want to do that because Young Pappy was from the street, you know. Oh yeah, I can't forget. I can't forget my other dudes from Chicago, Lil Bibby and Herbo. Can't forget about them. The Black P Stones. I can't forget about them. Can't forget about the Stones. Him and Lil Bibby. Who y'all think who y'all think is responsible for Juice World? Y'all ever heard of Juice World? Juice World was signed to G Herbo. In case y'all didn't know, that was his artist. One of the biggest artists of this current generation, Juice World. He was signed to G Herbo. Yes, sir. Yup. No Limit. That's them. No Limit Boys. That's them. I like Herbo too. Yup. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna say that, Nas. You know, I'm not gonna say that. I know what it really meant, but I'm not gonna say that. You know, because a lot of these guys, you know, that have hip hop channels and shit, that's what they do. They go around and they listen to real channels that have real content and listen to them talk about certain shit, and they go back and spit it on their channels as if they really, you know, locked in with certain individuals and know certain people. So that's why I don't say certain things. Cause dudes be running back, running off at their mouth like they know shit, you know? So that's why, I kept it kind of music. But that, we know what it is, Nas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, Serious Killmonger. I'm pretty sure he did. That's how I go, man. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Mary J. Blige said Aaliyah was murdered. Everybody know that too. Everybody see, everybody that's in the industry, they know what go on in the industry. They already know. But they just can't come out and, express certain things the way they want to. Because they also signed a gag order that comes along with their contracts. If they start mentioning certain people and saying certain shit, they'll start losing money. And how we know that that's true is, let's go back to when Cameron was beefing with Jay-Z. Cameron said every time he mentioned Jay-Z or Rockefeller, they fined him $50,000. Every time he mentioned Jay-Z or Rockefeller, he had to pay money. He had to pay money. He had to pay Jay-Z money for mentioning his name or his company. So that's why a lot of these artists can't come out and say the things that they want to say. They'll lose everything. Especially these guys that's signed in these 360 deals. They'll lose it all. They'll lose everything. Oh, word? Oh, word? What's the name? What's the name out in Philly? Fuck with Herbo. Um, my nigga, Herbo fuck with Uzi, and he fuck with my nigga P&B Rock. Let me find out, Nas. He be with P&B too. P&B Rock be with G Herbo. Him and Uzi. Him and Lil Uzi. Cause Lil Uzi and Juice World was close. All them dudes that got that melodic, type of euphoric type of rap they be on, where they in a whole nother world. All them dudes is connected. All them young dudes is connected, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I rocks with them. I like Son a lot. He a good dude. I watch a lot of every time I see a new interview with P&B Rock, man. I like that dude a lot. He a real humble guy. He a real humble guy. I could tell he been through a lot. And when I heard him talk about how he was homeless and shit, I'm like, damn, no wonder he's so humble. I like P&B a lot, man. And I could tell he not P&B not really with all that camera shit. He not really with that. He about the business. He about the money. He about the bread. He not about being the biggest artist or none of that. And he makes some of the biggest songs too. P&B could P&B Rock could be a superstar. He just don't want to be. He don't like that shit. But he has the capability of doing it. He has the image. He has everything. P&B could be a rock star if he wanted. He got the look. He could be a rock star. He could be a rock star or a pop star. P&B is that dude, man. P&B Rock that nigga. Telling you. Of course. Of course. That goes back to what we was talking about in the show, Nas. Why you think Meek went over there with Jay? Who you think got Jay? Who you think got Meek out of jail? Jay-Z and Desiree Perez. I'm telling you. They trying to hang P&B Rock because P&B is a star. He don't want to sell his goddamn soul like Meek did. So they gonna try to send him to jail. That's the whole purpose of me doing this live stream this morning. To advise black men, keep your sons away from this shit. Because there's only two ways out: a coffin or a jail cell. That's it. And either you gonna sign up and join with the feds to stay out of prison, or we gonna let you get murdered out here. I'm telling you what it is. I used to coach him in basketball in like '01. He was nice too. Yeah, yeah. P&B said he played ball too. Yeah, yeah. But that's why they doing it, Nas. They trying to railroad him. They trying to railroad him. Come on, man. This rap game is dirty. It's filthy, man. It's filthy, dog. And they'll sell your ass up the river. Your lawyers sell you up the river, nigga. Y'all saw how filthy Proctor was in power. Don't think because you paying them, you ain't got more money than the government. Let's just leave it like that. You ain't got more money than the government, man. No matter how much money Ghost was paying Proctor, Proctor was going to tell. If it came down to him and his family, he was going to tell on Ghost. Going to tell on everybody. He's going to tell on everybody. You said, how about Nipsey? Man, we know why they killed Nipsey, man. We know why they killed Nipsey, man. Nipsey was doing too much. Nipsey was doing too much, man. You can't do too much at one time. You gotta spoon feed niggas like Jay. Jay talked all that drug dealer street shit our whole life. You know when he started giving us game? 444. That's when he started talking about what you should invest your money in and all that shit. That's when he started giving us a little bit of crumbs of the shit he learned from Warren Buffett and all these other billionaires he been around for the past 15 years. But every goddamn album, we got, you know, GS 400 Lexus Jay-Z. We didn't get the corporate J until 444. We got a glimpse of the corporate mind of Jay-Z in 444, unless you bought his book. Other than that, he never gave niggas the game. He never gave up the game the way he gave it up on 444. That's why I love that album. Because I know he's giving game. He's just giving up a little bit of crumbs. Because that's how Jay know how to play the game. This shit ain't gonna change overnight. He know that. So he spoon feed us. Spoon feed you. That's all he doing. Because that's what you have to do. Because if you do too much, you end up like Nipsey. You know, they'll just pay some, you know, psychotic person to do something stupid and then let him take the fall. That's what that was. That's all that was, man. So shout out to y'all, man. CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where y'all can donate. I appreciate all the donations this morning. I appreciate all the love in the chat. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button, who shared the show. If you haven't yet, do those two things in that order. Hit the like button, share the show. If you didn't donate and you would like to, CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where you can donate. I appreciate the love and the support, y'all. One love to the masculine mercenaries. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Black men, keep your sons out this rap game. Keep your sons out the rap game. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.